When you move halfway across the world, you really have to think about what you're going to leave behind. Family, friends, loved ones, and cultural assets and icons. If you try to get your hands on a Cadbury's chocolate bar over here in Japan, it will cost you an arm and a leg, and it's probably imported from Australia. Now recently, I came into possession of the largest bag of Yorkshire tea known to man, so I'm pretty much sorted on that front of cultural representation, and I've shared it with many Japanese people so far, and of course they all agree it's delicious. But there are many ways that I still can't imitate life back home. So today I'm hoping to recreate something that I've so dearly missed from the UK. And I'm not talking about the body pillows that I've started to create of all my friends. What? No, today we are going to try to make Yorkshire puddings. First off, I bought this, an oven. It doesn't look like an oven because it's the size of a microwave, but it is, in fact, an oven that has successfully cooked roast potatoes and chicken. So what I'm hoping is that this is going to be powerful enough to create some Yorkshire puddings. It was only £35, so whether or not it should be abused to this extent, who knows? It tried so hard to snow, but alas, the sun has melted it all away. Jug. One of these, though it is plastic, I'm a bit concerned about that. Scales and a whisk. We should be ready to make some Yorkshires. I'm pretty lucky because the scales that I bought actually came with batteries, and I forgot that scales might even need batteries, which is not something I have in the house typically, so that's pretty lucky as it were. I've also discovered that I do have a bowl in the house, which is something that I had not chosen to buy at the store, again, because I didn't think that I would need one. The thought just didn't occur to me. Faff. So we should now have some functioning scales. Perfect. Of course, we've got the silicone mold thing. Hello. Now, if you've never made Yorkshire puddings before, normally this is made of metal. It's just a cupcake tin, really. Make sure that's clean. When you make Yorkshire puddings, you want to heat your oil up first so that it kind of sizzles a little bit when you put your Yorkshire pudding mixture in. Normally I would leave my Yorkshire pudding mixture a little bit. That's a lie, I wouldn't do that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this with a little bit of oil and put it in my small oven. Oh no, I've just realised my oranges have gone mouldy. Let's just get rid of all of these. We're not going to worry about that at all. So, grab your tray. Pray that it's big enough. Seems like it is. Get some oil from the cupboard. Put a little bit of oil in each of them. You don't need that much. It should cover the whole bottom though. Never thought I'd do a cooking show. Oh, why does it keep doing that, eh? So there we have some oil in a tray that's going into my little tiny oven. It's almost like an easy bake oven that's, you know, a child would have. However, let's see, 180 degrees, top and bottom. Let's just whack it on for the full 60 minutes that it allows. Next, what do we need? A whisk. Make sure you wash all of your equipment very thoroughly. Okay, now, order of operations. What do we do first? I'm going to start with flour. Flour's a bit weird over here in Japan because you're going to struggle to find flour that is the same as that in the UK, so I'm really hoping this is going to work. I'm going to make something that's about half the size of the recipe I normally make, which is 200 grams of flour, 200 milliliters of milk, and then 4 eggs. Today I'm going to do half of that because it's only a 6 Yorkshire Pud tray. So we're going to do 100 grams of this flour, which I am hoping is going to work. 95, 96, 110. There or thereabouts. Daijoubu desu. Milk. Now I have a milk here. You'll notice it comes in a cardboard box. This feels very American. If you don't know, 200 milliliters of milk is also... 100 milliliters of milk is also 100 grams of milk, pretty much. So, actually, hold on. The thing about flour is you should probably put it through a strainer. What's it called? One of those things that does the thing. God, I'm so good at cooking. 100 mils of milk, here we go. Right, that's about right. Milk, done. Give that a mix. You're about to witness a man spill flour all over his kitchen floor. How do I tidy this up? Just grab a hoover. What we're going to do is we're going to leave the hoover off to the side, just in case that happens again. And this time, we're going to stir it over the sink. Oh, I've made a very floury blob. This isn't good. I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. God, I'm so good at cooking. Okay, well maybe if we add the eggs, try it. I promise you that I have made Yorkshire puddings before. There are some popping sounds coming from the oven, that's good. That's probably because I just gave it a rinse before I put it in. And so there's water and oil mixing together in there, which is never a good idea. Don't do that. Oh god, it's smoking. That weighs a lot more than it said it did before, what? I'm so confused. I need to turn this off. I've caused problems. There's fire. Why is there fire? God, I'm so good at cooking. Actually, it's looking about right, maybe. So I think the eggs have sorted that out. My finger's also covered in batter. Ah, the water's cold. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. I reckon what we do now is we don't panic. Like I say, I think it was the combination of water and oil that was causing problems in there, making the oil explode upwards and then set fire to the heating element. So what we're going to do now is not that. We're going to get it out. We're just not going to heat the oil first, and we'll see how it works. Because of the absolute failure from before, these are not sizzling in the way that they should be, because the oil isn't hot enough. But what I'm hoping is it'll be fine. The secret to making the perfect Yorkshire puddings, other than not setting your house on fire, is to leave the oven closed. No matter what you do, do not open the oven. It's a bad idea because it causes them to deflate. No further explosions. Can't open the oven door, of course, to show you. But I can't. Look, it's me. Hello. They're beginning to rise and get some colour on the top. We're about halfway there. Woo! Okay, folks, here we go. Okay, they're a bit of a weird shape. But as you can see, oh, it's hot. They've come out almost donut shaped, actually. There's a small hole in the middle. There is a problem, though. I now have to eat these, and there's no gravy in Japan. What you get is curry, normally. So I'm going to have to eat these dry, which is a real shame. I tried looking for stock so I can make my own gravy, and I'm not entirely certain what stock looks like in Japan either. So this is what we're dealing with. Here we go, fresh out the oven. The quest for Yorkshire puddings, has it been achieved? Oh yes, they are a little different. I'm not entirely certain if that's the fault of the oven, the fault of the oil not being that hot, the fault of the flour that I've used, or the fact there's no gravy. But this is perfect. Ah! Like I'm at home.